Apparently, it's new product week for Apple, as Apple today just announced a second generation HomePod. That's right, the big boy HomePod is coming back and it's available to order right now. Before we get into what's new, I'd love to hear from you in the comments on whether or not you're actually a HomePod user, whether it be the mini or you're still holding on to the larger HomePod, the first generation. And if you might be thinking about picking one of these up, go ahead and let me know down in those comments. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our full coverage and reviews on all of the new products that are coming out in the next couple of weeks. And of course, follow me on Twitter or Instagram. The new 2023 HomePod appears to feature a nearly identical design as the original. In fact, I had to kind of look at the old one and then this picture at the same time because, I mean, it's like that Spider-Man meme where we're all just kind of, they look exactly the same. But if you kind of examine it a little bit further, you'll notice a couple of differences. The first thing that's really not that different in my eyes, but is that there's two colors. One's white, that looks the same, but then there's Midnight, which looks just like the other darker one that we had in the past, but apparently it's a new color. It features a 4-inch high excursion woofer, 5 tweeters, 4 microphones, an S7 chip for computational audio, and support for spatial audio with Dolby Atmos. The speaker also has Siri integration and Matter support for HomeKit accessories. Obviously, you'll still have multi-room audio support if you have multiple HomePods in your home. You can use AirPlay for that. And one of my favorite things to do with multiple HomePods, especially these bigger ones, is to create a stereo pair, which works so well when paired with your Apple TV. So the HomePod will easily take advantage of eARC on any Apple TV 4K, and it just sounds incredible that honestly, I don't think you really need a sound bar if you're in a smaller area where, you know, you just don't need it to fill up a big giant room. I think you can get away with 2 of these larger HomePods. And so I'm curious to see if the improved sound quality on the second generation will actually have a major impact, obviously when listening to music, but when watching TV. HomePod, again, also has Matter support, which means it can connect to and control any Matter-enabled accessory. And of course, Thread support will also help this HomePod act as a networking hub to ensure a better connection between your smart home devices and your wireless network, and also increase efficiency amongst those products. So yeah, from a visual standpoint, there's technically that new color option, even though I'm convinced it's the same, they just rebranded the name. But the footprint of the glass is where you'll notice really the only major looking difference from this press image compared to the other first generation. The glass is smaller at the top, and then apparently it will illuminate whenever you interact with Siri or whatever from edge to edge, which is definitely different because it doesn't do that on the older. It kind of leaves like a bezel around it, and it's just a much larger footprint from that glass, at least according to what I'm looking at. It will be interesting to see how improved that audio quality is. Again, that's what I'm going to be testing and focusing on the most compared to the previous generation, which definitely sounded pretty incredible for its size. And so I'm curious to see how the second generation stacks up. And of course, if you want to see that video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop a like if you like this video, and let me know in the comments your thoughts. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.